So I just interviewed Paula J. Parker, and I didn't realize it until we started researching her before the interview. She didn't work for like 5 years. She had a baby, she got married, and she felt like she was getting blackballed by certain powerful men, you know, in Hollywood because she got married. I guess they were interested in her in certain types of ways.
Right.
That she ended up losing her home, becoming homeless, and going to the food stamp office.
Wow.
Getting food stamps. People recognize her. I mean, I'm not familiar with the food stamp process, but
it's very humbling.
Did you actually have to go down to
Yeah, people were like, hey, ain't you the girl from Friday? Oh, all right, who boo-boo? Look, stay away from the chicken or window 5. That bitch ain't shit. She gonna try to give you the lowest amount. Go.
So here you are at the food stamp
Humble
office.
as a motherfucker, yes.
And people are recognizing you.
Yes. And I mean, if I needed the food stamps, I'd go, unemployment is an actor's best friend.
In the office, like, aren't you the girl for Friday? Like, yeah, I get my food stamps. And it was such an interesting interview because, you know, I live in LA, but I'm not really part of Hollywood.
Right.
I don't work with any studios. I don't go to casting calls. I don't, you know, I do my own shit. And Hollywood people come and interview with me.
Right.
But feeling like, yo, I have my source of income comes from me having to audition for people and them liking me.
Yeah.
And this is the only way that I can make my money and feed my family. I have no other way. I can't make my own movies. I can't get my own business. I have to rely on this because I've been doing this for 20-something years. This is all I know about. And here's the downside of that. Like, damn, I'm 40-something years old with a baby and a husband, and I'm at the food stamp office.
Yeah.
And I got movies that all y'all have seen.
Yeah.
And I can't really get a regular job because it'll be that much worse. If you see me at Walmart, it's going to be like, oh, okay.
It's like my man who was he's working at Whole Foods from the Cosby Show?
Trader Joe's.
Or Trader Joe's, yeah. Like,
yeah, and
I salute that.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that.
I mean, what else is he supposed to do? First of all, there's this concept that just because you make a movie or a TV show, or that Hollywood is this glamorous end-all Scrooge McDuck bank of money.
It's not.
Like, the majority of the people in Hollywood aren't rich.
In my pocket right now is a residual check that I got from my appearance on the Boondocks. It is $3.57. That is how much my residual is.
Fact. That's fact. So it's like you get your few cases here and there, but just like any business, like you got your people on top, and then you got your people who just are, you know, living check to check.
Yeah.
And because we see the glitz and the glamour and all the stuff on television and the red carpets and stuff, we think everybody who's ever done a movie or starred in a television show is rich, and that's not the case. And then we trying to keep up with the Joneses because we want to make sure we glorify and feel like we actually truly live that lifestyle when it's not the case.
Yeah. And the whole thing with Jeffrey Owens, I just felt like I'm a hustler. You're a hustler. I feel like if you have a family,
yo, a job at Trader Joe's is a good ass job. Like,
cut it out.
They got benefits and shit. Now I'm pretty sure that's not his only hustle. And I thought it was dope at the SAG Awards where they highlighted him. He was like, I'm Jeffrey Owens and I'm an actor. Like, what are you gonna do in between those auditions?
Maybe it's time for you to get another job except for acting. Maybe at some point, as someone who has a family, you realize that maybe this thing is not for me. You
but
know,
that's like easy for you to say from your house on the hills, Vlad. Like,
I didn't start out with the house on the hills. I was homeless in 2002, chasing my dreams. Like, I get it.
And
I get it.
You are ultimate hustler.
I'm a first-generation immigrant that came over with zero.
Right.
So at the end of the day, no one could tell me shit. No, my family did not help me.
Trump can. He gonna try to tell you some shit.
Yeah, Trump can tell me some shit. But I'm saying, like, I believe in hustling. I believe, like, okay, look.
Facts, and everybody doesn't have that hustler spirit.
And, you know, just because
some people are designed to be worker ants.
Right, you have
Everybody's
runs.
not a soldier.
I had a great run as a DJ. At one point, I realized, hey, I'm getting too old for this shit. I can't. I'm not going to keep supporting myself by doing these club gigs and so forth. It's time for me to switch up and do something completely different.
Yeah.
And that's where the
You
videos
cut
and the
from
movies.
a different cloth. Like everybody doesn't have that ingenuity.
I respect hustlers. I don't respect people.
You know, but the
who sit down
majority
and-
of the world, that middle class that we were talking about, they're employees.
I feel you.
Like we gotta have,
I feel
because
you.
you know what? If we don't have any employees, we don't have any hustlers.
Right, but I try to push people to aspire for more.
But everybody don't have that in them. Like some people just want to be the best employee they can possibly be. Some people just want good jobs with good benefits.
Yeah.
Some people want to, pay bills and die. It sounds
And listen,
horrible,
I have
but
some
there's a lot of
excellent.
people.
I have some excellent employees, and I'm very grateful for them.
Yeah.
Having a great employee in 2019 is very difficult because, at any point you could just quit and go do Postmates and scrape by.
Yeah, I
know?
had a conversation with some people who work with me, and it was about people were frustrated because they see me pull up in a different car every day.
Yeah.
And see, I got buildings,
Yeah.
and they came to me and was like, "Yo, you know how hard it is to see that and knowing what we get paid." And I was like, "But you get paid what you supposed to get paid. If the janitor at my building, I pay him what janitors are supposed to get paid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay him more because I got a new movie out."
Right.
That's the janitor. He gets paid. I want to pay my janitor well to
Yeah.
make sure he's happy with what he get paid. But I would encourage that janitor to go start your own janitorial company, and so then therefore you can have as many cars as you want to, because there's some rich ass janitors out there.
Right.
But if you can't get mad at me because I created something from nothing. You should do the same. That's why I encourage people like, yo, once you get to that place where you feel that frustration, you should step out on faith and quit your job and go become a boss.
Yeah. Just like you and I did at some point. You and I both had jobs at some point.
At some point, absolutely.
Right.
I worked at fucking Wiener Schnitzel.
I made pizzas. I worked at Big Five Sporting
I worked
Goods.
at
I worked at movie
auto
theaters. I worked at car
mechanic
stereo
spots,
shops. I
waited
had
tables.
a bunch of paper routes, all
of
that
that
shit.
shit.
I made sandwiches, all that shit.